Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Podcast. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2019. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's baseball games, look ahead to today's games. NFL preseason week 2 begins tonight. I'm going to go over tonight's games and storylines I'm looking forward to seeing. A brutal NBA injury that we have to get to, and my best bet of the day. All right. Baseball. Some interesting results from yesterday that I want to get to, and obviously look ahead to today's games as well. Yankees over the Orioles, 6-5. Yankees complete the 4-game sweep of the 17-2 against the Orioles this year. That's just utterly incredible. The Red Sox last year, by the way, 16-3 against the Orioles. So if you're going to go out and win a tough division, you have to beat up on the worst teams, like the way the Yankees did against the Orioles this year. They're 81-41 on the year. They're going to have a winning season in their franchise history for the 27 years in a row without a losing season. I could be wrong with that number. Maybe it's 26, as the Orioles dropped to 39-82. J-Hap the win, Dylan Bundy the loss, Aroldis Chapman the save. J-Hap was okay. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA 5.4. Dylan Bundy, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 5.25. Rangers over the Blue Jays 7-3. Good win for Texas. 60-60 on the year. Toronto 51-73. Colby Allard gets the win in his Rangers debut. Sean Reid-Foley the loss. Allard, 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.5. Reid-Foley, 3 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA of 3. Red Sox over the Indians 5-1. Red Sox get 2 out of 3. I think the Indians were looking ahead to this Yankee series a little bit, and they took the Red Sox lightly. That's really bad on Cleveland, who drops to 72-49. Boston improves to 64-59. Nathan Eovaldi to win in his return to the rotation. This year, Shane Bieber the loss. He drops to 12-5. Eovaldi actually came out of the pen. I thought he was in the rotation. I'm sorry. Brian Johnson started 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks with a strikeout, ERA 6.45. Eovaldi's coming back to the rotation, but he had 2 innings out of the pen yesterday. 2 innings a hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, ERA 5.77. Shane Bieber, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, ERA 3.27. He had a quality outing, but Nick Goody blew it in the bullpen. White Sox over the Astros 13-9. The White Sox go to 54-65. Houston 78-43. Alex Colomé the win. Ryan Presley the loss. Starting for the White Sox was Ross Detweiler. 4 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA 5.63. Wade Miley 3 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and a strikeout, ERA 3.11. Brewers over the Twins 6-5. A big win for Milwaukee. 63-48 on the year. Minnesota 72-48. Junior Guerrero the win, Sergio Romo the loss, Matt Albers the save. Gio Gonzalez started 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 3.81. Kyle Gibson 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA 4.28. Rockies over the Diamondbacks 7-6, a good win for Colorado. They are 54-67, Arizona 61-60. Sam Moberg the win, Archie Bradley the loss. Colorado starter was Kyle Freeland. 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA 7.09. Starting for Arizona was Robbie Ray. 2 innings, a hit, and a run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, ERA 3.99. I wonder if he got injured in the game, only lasting 2. Padres over the Rays 7-2. The Padres avoid getting swept. They are 56-64 in the year. Tampa 71-51. Cal Quantrill the win. Jalen Beeks the loss. Quantrill 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, ERA 3.23. Beeks 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA 4.02. A's over the Giants 9-5. A big win for Oakland on the road. 68-52 on the year. San Francisco 60-61. Homer Bailey to win. Tyler Beede the loss. Liam Hendricks the save. Bailey 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, ERA 5.22. That was his best start as an Athletic. Tyler Beede 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 5.77. Nats over the Reds 17-7. Big win for the Nationals. 65-55 on the year. Cincinnati 56 and 63. Steven Strasburg the win. Trevor Bauer the loss. Junior Guerrero the save. Or no, I'm sorry. Getting the save was Javi Guerrero. I'm thinking Junior Guerrero from the Brewers. That's my bad. Strasburg 5 and 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, rate 3.82. Trevor Bauer 4 in the third innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 7.31. Yikes. Phillies over the Cubs 11-1. A great series win for Philly. They're 62 and 58. Chicago 64 and 56. Aaron Nola the win, Cole Hamels the loss. Nola, 7 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, 7 strikeouts, rate 3.56. He's starting to look like the Aaron Nola from last year. Cole Hamels, 2 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, ERA 3.69 in his return to Philadelphia. It did not go fondly for Hamels. And by the way, the Phillies hired Charlie Manuel as their new hitting coach. And 2-0 since he was hired, by the way. So let's see if a coaching change can do a team wonders like it did with the Mets with their pitching coach. Dodgers over the Marlins 9-1. The Dodgers are 81 and 41. The Marlins are 44 and 75. Clayton Kershaw the win. Alicia Hernandez lost. Kershaw 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts, ERA 2.63. Clayton Kershaw under the radar, a phenomenal season. He's in play for the National League Cy Young. Hernandez 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 5.4. Tigers over the Mariners 3-2. Tigers are 36 and 81. Seattle 49 and 72. Edwin Jackson the win. Yes, you read that right. Marco Gonzalez the loss. Joe Jimenez the win. Edwin Jackson 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, ERA 8.62. His best start of the season. Marco Gonzalez 6 innings, 11 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA 4.26. Braves over the Mets 6-4. Big win for Atlanta despite their bullpen collapsing. 72 and 50. Mets 61 and 59. Getting the win for the Braves was Chris Martin. Seth Lugo the loss. Jerry Blevins gets his first save of the season, fittingly against his former team. Dallas Keuchel 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 4.39. Steven Matz 6 innings, 2 hits, and a run, a walk, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.33. So Matz pitched very well for the Mets, but the issue was their bullpen, and Seth Lugo had his worst outing of the season, perhaps, at a time where the Mets really could not afford to have a bout outing from one of their more improved pitchers. Angels over the Pirates 7-4. The Angels are 59 and 63. The Pittsburgh's 50 and 70. Dylan Peters lost. Dylan Peters the win. Chris Archer the loss. Peters 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA 3.38. Archer 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, ERA 5.23. Cardinals over the Royals 6-0. St. Louis is 63 and 55. KC 43 and 78. Dakota Hudson the win. Brad Keller the loss. Hudson was spectacular. 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 3.82. Keller was okay, got a quality start. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.1. All right, today's game's underway right now from Detroit, Mariners, Tigers. Starting for Seattle in this game, Matt Whistler, but I think he's an opener. And then Stephen Turnbull going for the Tigers. 3 o'clock, Dodgers, Marlins. Walker Buehler against Caleb Smith. Indians, Yankees at 7 o'clock. Adam Pluko and opener Chad Green. Cubs, Phillies. See if the Phillies can get the sweep. Yu Darvish and Drew Smyly. Cardinals, Reds. Michael Wacha and Sonny Gray. Mets, Braves at 7:20. Let's see if the Braves can get the sweep. Marcus Stroman and Julio Teheran. 8 o'clock, Twins, Rangers. Michael Pineda against Pedro Payano. Giants, Diamondbacks at 9:40. Derek Rodriguez and Alex Young. 10 o'clock, White Sox, Angels. Reynaldo Lopez, who's pitched a lot better lately, against Andrew Heaney. Astros, Athletics, big series in the AL West. You have Aaron Sanchez against Mike Fiers. All right. NFL preseason week 2 begins tonight. 7 o'clock, you have the Eagles at the Jaguars. So Nick Foles against his former team. Carson Wentz will not play tonight. So you'll see Nate Sudfeld and guys like that. Wonder if Deshaun Jackson will play. So things I'm looking forward to in this game. If Foles plays, I want to see how he performs. I don't think you'll see Leonard Fournette. I could be wrong. I want to see if Deshaun Jackson plays. 7:30 Jets-Falcons. I'm sure you'll see Sam Darnold and Matt Ryan in this game. Darnold was very good against the Giants last week. But if it weren't for a dropped interception by Jabril Peppers, I think we'd be talking about Darnold's preseason debut a little bit differently than we are right now. But got to give credit to Darnold for bouncing back after the dropped interception and leading the Jets down the field against, yes, a suspect Giants defense that is among the worst in football. So I want to see how Darnold plays. I want to see how Matt Ryan looks. I want to see Calvin Ridley, Quinnen Williams. To me, preseason's about who, like, of younger players, whether it's rookies or second or third year players, look, and then guys coming back from injuries look. Like, that to me is what preseason's about, and make sure nobody gets hurt, obviously, too. Like, results really don't matter for established veterans, for guys like Matt Ryan. But, like, I would like to see results from young players, and I'd like to see how guys returning from injury looks from, like, everybody who plays as players coming back from injury. Bengals, Redskins, you have Case Keenum starting for Washington again. I want to see if Dwayne Haskins has a better game 2 than he did game 1. I wonder if we'll see Andy Dalton in this game for Cincinnati. Probably. I want to see if John Ross plays, the young wide receiver from Cincinnati that I think the Bengals have kind of written off. And I'd like to see Darius Geis, if he's able to play in this game for Washington. Packers-Ravens, I want to see how Lamar Jackson looks. Will Aaron Rodgers play? That's going to be interesting. Deshaun Kaiser, I want to see if he has a good preseason. He's somebody that's bounced around the league a little bit. And he's obviously one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. 8 o'clock, ESPN, Raiders-Cardinals. You have Kyler Murray's second preseason game, so that's going to be very fun to watch. And on the other side, does Antonio Brown play tonight? Probably not. Will we see Derek Carr? Probably. I want to see how Josh Jacobs looks for the Raiders. I want to see some other young guys on the Cardinals to see how they perform, like such as Christian Kirk, who I think could have a breakout year this year for Arizona. So that's the game that's going to be on TV tonight nationally. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Kyler Murray looks. And I think out of all the games, Kyler Murray's performance against the Raiders, to me, interests me the most. Before I get the best bet, I want to talk about a really devastating injury to a player in the NBA that's gotten hurt a lot over the past year and a half. And that's DeMarcus Cousins, who is working out in Las Vegas today and tore his ACL. So he's obviously done for the 2019-20 season. I think he would have had a role on the Lakers. He signed a 1-year, $3.5 million deal with them. Who knows, maybe he would have been starting center for them a couple times or coming off the bench. But I think he would have had a role with them, and that is a big loss for the Lakers, and their depth crumbles a little bit. I wonder if they go out and sign a veteran that's still a free agent, a veteran big man, or they just commit to use LeBron at the 4 and Anthony Davis at the 5 is what they should be doing. That's why I thought the signing of Boogie, that was like the case against it. So their starting 5 in the 2019-20 season, the Lakers will probably be Davis and LeBron up front, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Rondo will probably be their starting 5. But I wouldn't rule out the possibility of them doing anything. Oh, Danny Green. Danny Green's going to be their starting 2 guard. KCP will come off the bench. I forgot they signed Danny Green. So their starting five will probably be Rondo, Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, unless they start Green at the 3, KCP at the 2, and have Kuzma come off the bench. But I would start Kuzma at small forward and Danny Green at the 2 and Rondo at point guard. And then have Contavious Caldwell-Pope come off the bench, be a hate check guy for them. That's what I would do if I'm the Lakers. But this is a brutal loss for them, and I feel really bad for DeMarcus Cousins. He was bound to have a phenomenal NBA career. At the time he was traded to the Pelicans, he really was hitting his peak. And then he tore his Achilles a year and a half ago with the Pelicans, and that was it for him there. And then, obviously, he signs with the Warriors as a free agent. He comes back midseason. He did okay with them. He had some moments in the finals, good and bad. And then he hurt his quad in the playoffs. And then he comes back for the finals, has some moments good and bad, like I said, and now he tears his ACL. I feel really bad for him. It's very unfortunate, that situation, and I really hope that he sees the NBA court again, because that guy has a lot of talent, and he was on his way to being one of the best big men, if not the best big man in the NBA, if he remained healthy. Oh, him and Anthony Davis. And it's fitting that they're on the same team now, but when I'm talking about when Boogie was in his prime on the Pelicans, but pre-Achilles injury, he was on his way to being the best big man in the NBA alongside Anthony Davis. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by DraftKings. I'm going to have on Ryan Berger and Jonathan Wagner at some point either today or tomorrow. We'll talk about the Boogie injury, and we'll talk about the schedule for the league and any other storylines that come up and whatnot. So, without further ado, here we go. I'm going to go with the Dodgers. I'm going to go with the Yankees, the Reds, the Minnesota Twins. Actually, no, I'm not going to bet on the Twins. I'm not a Michael Pineda fan. I didn't realize Michael Pineda was starting. I think he stinks. I'm going to go with the Astros. So that's 4. A shade under 5.5 to 1. So plus 543. I'm going to wager $2. Payout of $12.87. That's it for the podcast today. I'll be back later with either Jonathan Wagner or Ryan Berger, maybe both. Talking about the Boogie injury and talking about the NBA offseason and the schedule. Regular podcast tomorrow afternoon, recapping baseball and NFL preseason, looking ahead to the weekend's preseason games, Friday night's baseball games. Maybe we'll talk more about the Boogie injury, any other news that happens in the world of sports. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody.